Did you know that Colorado has a major shortage on condos? You would think that in a housing affordability crisis that condos would become more of a priority on the builders list, but there's actually a reason why builders don't want to build condos in Colorado, and I'll tell you why in today's video. Colorado is grappling with a lack of affordable housing, partly because there aren't enough new condos being built. There is a Senate bill that was just approved by a Senate committee, and it's under consideration, that wants to make condo construction easier by helping buyers and builders fix mistakes without those expensive lawsuits. What's known as the Construction Defect Action Reform Act in Colorado outlines procedures for bringing lawsuits on construction defects. This act gives construction professionals the right to fix defects themselves or hire someone else to do it. If they do, they have to notify the claimant, the person making the claim, and make sure that the work is done properly. After that, the claim is considered settled and the claimant can only raise issues about the remedial work. So the bill also allows for alternative dispute resolution methods like mediation, which can temporarily halt a claim. Settlement offers are binding, and once accepted, release that claim. An association has to have written consent from at least 2/3 of the unit owners before initiating a claim. So under the act, claimants can only seek damages for building code violations if they result in actual property damage, loss of property use, bodily injury, or threats to the occupant's safety. But there's also another boiling issue that we have to talk about later in the video that have huge implications on the future of affordable housing. Not to mention, this could be a big deal for the housing market, especially for first-time buyers and seniors. There's been a drop in condo construction due to these legal issues, which has limited options and increased housing costs for everyone. Condos are important because they're more affordable and appealing to a lot of people, but these lawsuits have builders on edge. Now, the bill aims to reduce lawsuits and encourage more condominium construction. Even though it's facing some opposition, it's making progress with support from both sides of the aisle and is expected to be backed by the governor. Passing the bill is crucial for solving the affordable housing problem, and hopefully more lawmakers are going to get on board with it. But is that going to be enough? The truth is, homeowners insurance has gotten out of control. Now, I put myself on a home search last year for homes for sale under $300,000 to see what affordable homes are out there on the market, and most of them need a lot of work, or it's going to be a townhouse or a condo. However, it's a bit misleading when it comes to affordability. Let me explain. Let's take a look at this listing here. This home costs $280,000. Now, if you add on the HOA, that could go up, right? Based on the past, it could go up because of insurance and it could go up because of property taxes. But now you're paying anywhere between $300 to $600 more per month. Is that really more affordable? Now, when you break it down, a lot of lenders will say that for every $50 in an HOA payment, it's equivalent to a $10,000 increase on the purchase price of the house. So if you have a $300 HOA payment, that could be $60,000 more in home buying power. And you can use that money that you would have paid in HOA to have someone come out and take care of your property for you. Because a lot of these HOAs are not including anything with that monthly payment. So for one example, we had one homeowner that was really excited about the swimming pool for her daughter, and it wasn't disclosed when she bought the house, but that swimming pool was going to be filled with cement eventually, and that was never disclosed and it never came up during our inspection period. But that's just one situation of what's going on. Here's what Linda said in a local Facebook group. We all had letters taped to our garage door openers this morning from the board president that our monthly dues were going up from $180 a month to $387 a month. They're stating that they just found out 2 days ago from the property management company that our insurance policy is not being renewed. They've signed up with someone else for the next year at this new cost. She goes on to say that the board has been told that many insurance companies are not insuring HOAs in Colorado. She says that they live in a patio home community with 52 homes. They're 60 years old and some of the youngest in the community, and many others don't even have the internet to investigate this travesty. Another homeowner said her HOA went up because insurance went up and a new boundary wall needed repair. So her HOA went from $225 a month to just under $600 per month because the management company was not taking care of the properties the way they should have all these years. Now, these condos were built in the 80s. This is a result of poor money management. How can home buyers trust these management companies with their HOA dues? They had plenty of time to maintain that retaining wall. Now, another person is blaming the insurance companies and homeowners making too many claims. She said that too many weather-related claims and insurance for all has gone way up, which is true. This is a type of policy that covers all properties' exteriors. She continues on to say that the cost to insure homes in Colorado has increased of more than 50% over the last 3 years, with hail being a huge factor, plus the increased property taxes. According to CPR News, insurance companies in Colorado are losing money because of claims from wildfires and hail. Ryan Warner says premiums are up almost 52% in Colorado in 3 years, assuming that you can find a company to underwrite. Not only does this increase premiums, but now that home values are higher, insurance needs to be higher to be able to cover the new, more expensive value of the property. Lenders are requiring mitigation as well in certain areas before they will even fund the loans, such as trimming trees back 3 feet from the house and providing discounts on grade 4 roofing shingles. And what's crazy about the roofing thing is how much it costs to perform the work now. With supplies on back order and materials are more difficult to obtain for the work, I'm seeing a quadruple increase in just putting on a basic roof. So it's just a domino effect for everyone involved. If you work in insurance, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below from your perspective, your point of view of what's going on with this whole insurance thing in Colorado. According to Common Sense Institute, the disappearance of condos in Colorado highlights the state's struggles with housing affordability. Factors like restrictive zoning laws and resistance to growth have hindered developers from building the types of housing people want at prices that they can afford. Over the past 15 years, condo construction has plummeted, with far fewer condos being built compared to apartments. This shortage is surprising given the strong demand for condos, especially for young professionals and empty nesters looking for convenience and affordability. This decline is largely attributed to strict construction litigation laws, which drive up insurance costs for developers and spook them from building condos. This results in fewer housing options that have led to higher prices, pushing a lot of potential buyers out of the market and causing a decline in Colorado's net migration. Now, you might say, well, that's great. We don't want more people coming to Colorado. A lot of people might feel that way, but it's still driving up the cost of affordable housing. Now, this graph shows condo starts across the Front Range and basically nothing in Colorado Springs, where I live. And what's discouraging about the condos that we do have, when you do find an affordable one, that monthly HOA is $400. So you can buy a condo at $225,000, but then you're paying the HOA as well. And a lot of these condos won't even take an FHA or a VA loan. I visited one of the condos here and I went to the clubhouse. Nobody was there. In fact, they were using it as a storage for broken old furniture, chairs everywhere, tables, and the swimming pool was closed. And that's kind of the thing. Like, you go, you think you're getting a swimming pool and you think you're getting all these amenities. You think that you're going to be getting a nice clean park, but you really have run down units, run down buildings that are falling apart. You can see the walls of the exterior not being taken care of. And these condos have been around for a while. So it makes me wonder where the money is going instead of repairing these buildings and making this a nice place to live. So is there a light at the end of the tunnel? I honestly don't know what the answer will be, but people will always try and find ways to make life a lot more affordable. I see a lot of these really cute cottages popping up. That is one route that people are going. So I think this condo thing is going to be an issue for a very long time, but let me know what you think in the comments. Would love to hear your thoughts on our Colorado condo crisis. Did you know about it? Do you have any tips for people who are watching to find other ways of affordable housing? Now, if you liked this video, make sure that you are subscribed, because I'm always posting videos about this kind of stuff. And I just ask that you please like the video. It gets the message out further and it's free. Now, don't forget to watch the video that's popping up next on the screen, and I will see you next time.